This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good morning. Okay, so today I'll be talking about there's a concept called as data blending. So this data blending is similar to joins. If you remember, we looked at the joins when we loaded the MS Access database table. So in that we have dragged multiple tables and Tableau does the join for you. So over there we have looked at different types of joins, like left join, right join, inner join, right? Now, this data blending concept is also, in line with those joins, but what is the difference between the data blending and join? So if I want to show you, data blending is a method for combining data that supplements a table from of data from more than one data source. So they're saying from one data source to other data source. So in the joins, what does generally happen is, let's say you have an Excel file, and in Excel file itself you have many sheets. You can do the joins, but let's say you have one data set as an Excel, other data set as MS Access, let's say. Both are different, right? Different sources of data. So if it is of the same source, access to access, then joins would work. Excel to Excel joins would work. Teradata table to Teradata table joins would work. But if the data which you are looking at is spread across multiple different sources, then we go for data blending. So in the interview, they might ask, okay, what is the data blending? How it is different from the joins? This is the answer you should give. That data blending looks at combining the data from multiple sources. And you can give an example that, okay, one data is in Excel, the other data is in MS Access, or one data is in Excel, the other data is in SQL database. Then we would use the data blending. We need to be very clear on this definition. Now, let me open, okay, I was installing the Tableau desktop. Let me see if it got installed. Okay, now let me go ahead and get this sales data. Okay, so I have loaded the sales data here, and let me remove these sheets. Erase, let me erase this as well. Okay. Now I have imported the sales data, and what type of data it is? It is an, if I look at properties, you would see this is an Excel file, right? Now I'll go here and sorry, go here and say Microsoft Access, because we are looking at the data from different sources, right? Excel I have imported already. Now I want to import the MS Access table as well. So I'm browsing through that file. Okay, let me remove edit connection. Let me go and load some other data. So I have, okay, I'm loading this claims data and to open. Okay, now this is the claims data. Now if I go to sheet 1, if I go to sheet 1, what do you see on the top left hand side? You see these two data points, right? So far, whatever we have been doing, we were just, importing one data set and, started working on creating these charts. But now if you see, this is one Excel and this is the MS access to different types of data sources. Now, how do we do the joins here, right? Now, let me go and drag this department. Let me go and drag this sales amount. Or else, let me take some other column, department, item category. Now, if you see, when I dragged few columns from the sales, so this department and item category belong to sales, right? You could see this blue tick mark. That means in this chart, you have used some columns from the sales. And which are those columns? I have used department and item category. So this blue tick mark is reminds us that okay, we are using some of the columns on the chart from sales. This is not tick mark because we have not dragged any of the columns from the other data set, right? Now see what will happen. So to do the data blending, the very first thing, as I said, it is similar to join, and in join, if you want to do a join, there should be some common column, right? That is the primary key column, let's say employee ID or customer ID or the account number. So the common column which will join the data. Now here, if I look at this, so I could see this country, I could see this country, okay? Now, but here the name of the column is customer space country, and here it is just country. Now what I will do is here, instead of customer country, let me rename this. And how do we rename it? Click on that arrow and say rename, and I'm removing these, enter. So before doing blend, in both the data sets, we need to identify if Tableau will not do it. Okay. So we need to identify, okay, on which column we want to blend or join the data. Now, as soon as you see the column name I have renamed here to country, in the other data set, you're seeing this icon here. You're seeing this icon. Now, if I click on this, repeat. If I click on this, you see the next to claims, there's an orange tick mark. You see this orange tick mark? Now there is a meaning to it. So what does that mean is, whenever we were doing join, we were having that clarity. Okay, if I'm doing the left join, this is my left data. That means all the rows from the left and matching ones from the right. If I do the right join, I was clear that okay, all the rows from the right and matching data from the left and so on. So here there is a concept of a primary and secondary data. So the one which is with the blue tick mark is your base. That means this is your primary. The ones which is in the orange, that is your secondary data. Okay, so what will be the base from this? That means we are looking at all the data from the sales and the matching data from the claims. And how did we do this sales as a blue tick mark? Because on the chart, we have dragged some columns first from the sales, then that becomes your primary. Okay. Now go ahead from the claims. I want, claim amount. Now, what did it do? So I'm looking at department and category from the Excel, from the sales, whereas claim amount I'm looking at from the claims database. And this was possible because of the data blending. So before doing this blend, what we want to have a common field between these two things. Now, can you all do this? So I have uploaded, I think I have uploaded, if I go to data, so two data sets you will be having is sales data. So you are already having it. Download this claimsdb.mdb. I repeat, load this sales data and claimsdb onto the Tableau and try to work on this data blending concept. And let me know once you're done.
You have uploaded it in Tableau desktop.
No, I'm using Tableau Public only.
Okay.
So if before doing blend, everyone should import these two files. Okay, one is the Excel and the other is the claims.db. Claims.db, you will find it in the Google Drive link in the data folder. So the first step, you import these two, and the next thing is you want to have a common column between it. So what you do, you rename a column in the sales. So employee country, to you make it country because you want to make it consistent, because in the claims, either ways you could have done, you could have renamed this country to employee country. So just to make it simple, I'm keeping that as a country, and drag department and item category from the sales and drag claim amount, and see, you should get the similar chart. Done, everyone?
It will allow two types of data in at a time, because when I do it, I'll overwrite it, that replace it with the MDB data.
No, first you download, import the sales data, and then again go here and say Microsoft Access, and then point to that claims data, and then open it, and then come to the sheet. Then you should see this too.
Okay.
Anyone finished it or facing any issue? Anyone completed? Yeah, so how do we get that orange tick mark? Between these two data sets, we want a common column, right? We want a common column. So in claims, we have country. In sales, we have employee country. So rename that employee country to country. And how do we do that? Click on it and say rename. So earlier for me, it was employee country and I have renamed to country. As soon as you do that, on the next you will see this pin icon on the country. So click on that pin icon, then you would see that orange tick mark. So this means blue one. So my sales is the base data and claims is the secondary data.
Its color is not changing, means I have changed the name to
Yeah,
where
click
I need.
on, go to claims and next to the country you would see this icon, pen icon. It will be like this. So click on that.
It's
Like this,
not.
click on.
Yeah, it converted to orange color. Yes.
Yeah, and once you do that, now you can go and use the columns from the claims because you have established that join, that blending. So drag, any of the numeric column onto the text. So in my case, I've dragged, I think, claim amount. So you see that, okay, department and item category were present in the sales Excel, whereas claims is present in the MS Access, right? So this is how, we are blending the data. You would see, it's somewhat similar to join. We are bringing the similar data together, but blending, we will come to the blending when you have multiple sources of data. If it is the same source, joins would work, right? Okay, it's not working for Vamshi. Vamshi, would you be able to share your screen? Let's see. Okay, I'm making you presenter, Vamshi. You can share your screen. Let's see. Okay, so you have sales. Okay, now, um, okay, go to claims. Okay, what happened here? Is the spelling correct? Go to sales. Okay, now let's drag some columns. Drag department onto the rows, right? And then drag item category, and let's go to claims. Now you see the pin icon next to country. Click on it. So that means you have established a join between sales and claims on which column? On country column. Okay, so in data blending, this is what we need to ensure. The column which we are trying to blend, it should be same. There should not be any spelling mistakes over there. Now it's blended. Now you can drag claim amount onto the text. Claim amount in the measures. Amount is the numeric column, right? Claims, yeah, yeah, right. So this is how the blending would work. But interview standpoint, are you clear? Like if they ask the differentiation between the joins and the data blending, we need to be very clear. Data blending comes into picture when we are looking at different sources of data. And you give an example that one is Excel, other is let's say SQL database. One is CSV file, the other is an Excel file, something like this. We can give an example. Now, let me share my screen. Let's do the other way also. Huh? Everyone is done till here, or anyone facing any issues still?
Sriru Krishna here.
Yeah.
When I'm actually trying to rename the country, I'm still getting some error like the column name already exists.
Okay. So check in the sales. You must have renamed, two columns. There must be already a country, I guess. So you should go and rename the, I think it was what, customer country. Let me see. So initially it was
Employee
customer country.
country, yes,
Hmm.
updated.
So I have, in my case, I have renamed customer country to country. Okay. So just check if you have any other country column.
Yeah, we have customer country and employee country, but both the things when I try to rename, it's throwing the same error actually.
We don't want to rename both the columns, right?
No, no, no. I didn't actually join both the columns. I'm just I first did the customer's country and it's throwing error, so I again did the customer. I mean the employee country, but still in either cases I'm getting the same error.
Okay. See, I have already a country. Now let's say this employee country, I want to go and rename. If I understood your question right, you're saying if I do this, right?
Yeah.
Correct. But in your table, we should have only one column, right? With the same name.
Yeah, yeah.
So here it will be a problem, right? Because already there is a country. You are again renaming some other column to country. It will be an issue, right? So we don't want to rename. We just want to rename only one column, and it should work. Got it?
Yeah, yeah. But it still throws the same error.
Okay. Would you be able to share your screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just sharing my screen.
1 second. Krishna, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So can you see my screen?
1 second. Um, I need to make you presenter. 1 second. I will make you presenter. Yeah. Now you can share your screen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you can see. Yeah, actually, I'm just renaming.
Yeah, I got it what you did. So you see, you have not imported it properly. On the top data, you should see two data sets, right? You're only seeing one sales. In our example, yeah, so you have basically done a join here. So what you do is remove claims from there, click on the claims, yeah, remove it. This is the sales. Now what you do is below file, there is an icon below file menu. Yeah, click on that and go to, yeah, Microsoft Access. Yeah, this is, yeah, that is the one. Okay, and then open. Okay, now you go to sheet one. You should see two cylinders, right? So one is sales, the other is claim. Now you go and rename it in the sales. These are the two different data sets.
Okay.
Yeah, rename. Okay. Now you drag any column from here. Okay. Now go to claims data. You see that pin icon? Yeah, click on that. That becomes orange. Now take any of the column from here. Let's say take claim amount from the measures, drag it onto the text. Yeah, that is also fine. You're saying this. Got it?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you, Kiran.
Yeah. Now you would have a question. Okay. When we are doing this blending, what type of join it is doing basically? So it does a left join. Okay, you can't do inner join and outer join, but it does a left join here. And which is your left table? My primary data is my left table. So the one which is with the blue tick mark is your base. Let's say in sales you have 100 rows, in claims you have 50. Now your base will be 100 because your primary data is sales. But sometimes you get requirement, let's say you want to make this claims as your primary. Got my question? You want to make this claims. For those claims data, whatever is matching, you want to bring it from the sales. Now how do we make, one second, I'm getting a call. Yeah, one second, huh? Hello, are you all there? I'm extremely sorry. That was an important call and it got extended. Are you all there? I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, Srini.
Yeah,
Yeah, Srini.
yeah, Venkat. Yeah, is
Srini.
there any question? Yeah.
Yes, one question, Srini. I try to add the data sets to prime data and
Mm-hmm.
LTV and sales data, but it is asking the join. Okay. I choose the two common columns: country name and
Mm-hmm.
customer country.
Mm-hmm.
But is again it
Yeah.
is asking the common column.
Okay, okay. Can you be able to? Okay, I'm sorry. Like it's already 7:50. So those who want to drop can drop it. So tomorrow, and Venkat, you will be online. If anyone
Yeah,
wants to drop, feel free to drop. So tomorrow we will be having question and answer session. I know some of you have been gathering your questions. So let's spend most of the time tomorrow in looking at those questions. Yeah. Okay,
oh,
Venkat, I'm making you presenter. Uh,
I will-
you can share your screen. Okay, okay. So even you have done it differently. So what you do is cancel this.
cancel this one.
Yeah, remove. Yeah, yeah. Remove claims. Next to claims, there will be an arrow. Remove it. Okay. Now this is one data. Now below file, there is an icon. You see below file, there is an icon.
Where is Srini?
File
This one.
menu at the top. At the
File.
top. Yeah, there is an
File.
icon below. No, 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 not this. Come out.
This one.
Yeah, click on that. Now
Okay.
go to Microsoft Access,
Okay.
and then yeah, this is the one. Then do open. Now go to sheet one. So basically, you have imported two data, right? One is
Right.
sales. Yeah, go to sheet one.
Sheet one means this. Okay. Sheet one.
Yeah, yeah, sheet. Yeah.
Oh.
Now you see at the top there are two things, right? One is claims, the other is sales.
Okay, Srini. Yeah.
Got it?
Oh, got
Now,
it.
in the sales, you will go and rename one to country, and then you drag, and it. So let's
Rename
say
to.
customer country is there, right? Customer country. So click on customer country arrow,
Okay.
rename. Third option from the top, yeah, rename it to country. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you go to now from here, drag in certain columns. Let's say drag department onto rows and drag item category onto the rows, and then you go to claims. Yeah, we don't want any numeric column from this. We want to pick from the claims now, the data, right?
Right.
That is why we are blending it. Now next to country there is a pin icon.
Midnight. Okay.
Pin, there is a icon, you see, next to country.
Country. Oh, yes. Country.
On the no, don't drag. Next to
Okay.
country there, on the right hand side, on the column itself, you see that arrow, that
Yarrow.
drag to no. So take the mouse over that country column.
Country. Okay.
Just next to
Right.
it, there is an icon, right? Yeah.
Right.
Click on that,
Okay.
right? Now, when you do this, your claim has become orange tick mark. You see
R.
claims at the top, claims data. There are two cylinders, right? This is sales
Right.
and that is claims. So claims has become your orange tick mark. That is your secondary data.
Okay.
Now
Oh,
what you
red
do
is
is,
primary.
yeah, now go to claims.
Okay.
Go to claim and drag claim amount from the text.
Claim amount.
From the text. Got it?
Got it, Srini.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Srini.
Okay. Okay, so thank you everyone. So we'll end for today. So come out with your questions. It could be any assignment or it could be any project which you have started working on. Note down your question and we will discuss tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, Srini. Sure, Srini.
Okay, so thank you all. Have a
Thank
great